Welcome to another edition of USL Today. In Western Conference play on Friday, we've got a rematch of two teams that faced each other a little less than a week ago. You've got Real Monarchs going on the road to face Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs won the first one on the road at Rio Tinto, so they have to be feeling pretty good about themselves going into this one.
Yes, certainly. They played, apparently, according to Coach Steve Tritcher, exactly the plan that they wanted to. They got 10 men behind the ball, they kept their shape defensively well, and they were able to take advantage of their opportunities when they got the chance. Mike Seth scored the only goal, very well taken finish from the top of the penalty area. It allowed them to get their first win in club history, get their feet underneath him, and go back to Sand Creek Stadium with a little bit of momentum.
Now, Monarchs head coach Freddie Juarez didn't mince words after the game. He was definitely disappointed in the team. It should be interesting to see how they respond from that one, because in flashes they've definitely shown some good play, especially coming back against Portland.
Absolutely. The game against Portland, I thought, was really emblematic of what this team can be. They had a lot of good chances, and if not for a great performance by Jake Gleason, certainly would have picked up their first 3 points. Juarez, the biggest thing in his post-game comments was the energy level and the lack of alacrity in moving it through the final third. I think you'll see a very different performance on Friday. This team's going to be energized. Look for Ricardo Velasco to step his game up and kind of be that focal point. Lucas Baldin as well as the captain to really energize this team and get them off to a flying start. Switchbacks are going to need to be ready.
Now, both of these teams, even though Colorado Springs has the win, the goals have not come in the early going. Both teams with only 2 scores so far this season. What are you expecting from both these sides to try and remedy that and give their offense a little jolt?
Well, I think for the Monarchs, it's a question of just finding that final pass and just finding a little bit more crispness, taking a first-time chance instead of controlling and looking to shoot. The speed of play, the speed that defenders close you down at this level is much higher than in college, and that's an adjustment that these guys are having to make on both sides. Defensively, both these teams have looked very solid, and so it's going to be a question of just picking up the pace, picking up the speed, taking fewer touches in the penalty area to get those shots on goal.
Now, the game kicks off at 9 o'clock Eastern Time on Friday at Sand Creek Stadium. You can watch the game live in HD on YouTube, and you can watch all USL matches live in HD. For Nicholas Murray, I'm Charlie Corr. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.